Guys, it's a girl CC. Welcome back again to another interesting video. I trust you guys are having a beautiful and wonderful time today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So I don't know if you have heard about the
Very
trophy
sensitive.
wives story that is trending all over social media platform, especially on TikTok. People are
And
making videos reacting to the story that this
immediately,
woman right here, the trophy wife, shared on her YouTube channel. I'm
my
gonna drop
first
her
thought
link in
was,
the
did
comments in
someone
case you
touch
want to
her?
hear the full story. But I'm just gonna we're gonna watch her video, the highlight of it. Now the thing is this: her husband did something terrible to their child, their female child. I can't make this story up. This is trending all over social media platform. I'm sure some of you must have heard the story, but of course I decided to react to this because people are saying that it's all her fault. She was not paying attention to her kids. She was carried away with her career and then a lot of things. People are blaming her, and of course a lot of people are blaming the husband. But I just want you to weigh in I mean what is your opinion on this? But first of all, let's see her video. The highlight. Again, if you want to see the full video, please go to her channel and, watch the full video. Let's check this video out.
I don't even know where to start. 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh God. Um, so I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy. I felt like my world ended on that day. My husband wasn't home at the time when she told me, but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house. Because I knew if I confronted him or asked him about it, that he would just lie. And that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever. As soon as my husband got home, I he was actually picking up the boys from school, my 2 older boys from school. As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. Yo, I do not like I am short of words. His biological children. Whew. Like I'm trying to like I don't know what possessed this man to do this evil act. Please, I know I should have given a trigger warning. If at some point you feel triggered, and please click out. Please. I have put together a few videos. Let's just hear what people are saying. A lot of people are reacting to this situation. I don't know what to say, yo. I am short of words. I'm looking for words. This is too much. This is too much. Check the stitches out, please.
The new trophy wife. A lot of y'all are not going to like the opinion that I have, and that's okay. I am literally shaking right now. She knew. She knew. Coming from someone that grew up in a situation like that, that was essayed from the age of 4 to 6 years old, and more than one adult around me knew. She knew. This woman never put her children's safety first. She was living with a man, broke up with him, and in a week moved into her husband's house and married him. Her entire platform was built off of teaching women how to have the right image to attract a high-value man. You need to be a Barbie doll, not a Bratz doll. You need to keep your eyebrows done. You need to make sure that you work out and stay fit. Sometimes people play more of a role than y'all like to admit. We all want to give her a clean slate and say she had no idea. How many times had she changed her daughters in the last 2 years, in the last 4 years? I literally feel like I'm gonna throw up. She had an image to uphold, and she liked the lifestyle that that man was providing for her. So she stayed quiet until she saw a way out. Because if you're a mother, if you're a mother and you find out that this is what has been done to your child, everybody reacts differently. So you might not go crazy like I would. You know, some of us are more mentally stable. But one thing's for sure is you are not going to put the most private thing, the most hurtful thing that your child could possibly go through online to monetize from, to make money from, for the entire world to see before they've even gotten therapy, before they can even process what daddy has done to them. There is no way on God's green earth is a real mother going to get online and air this out for millions of people to see, taking complete privacy away from a child. Could you imagine if you got raped and then your mother posted it for the entire world to see before you could even process what had been done to you? Could you? Give her grace, give her grace, give her grace. Why do we never question? Why do we just say, she must have been blind? She must have been ignorant. She must have not noticed the red flags. Not every woman in a situation like this is innocent. 4 to 6 years old. And they knew. And they never stopped it. Because he paid the bills. Because they liked the lifestyle he provided. Because it made him not as angry at them. Because it meant he didn't cheat. Because it kept him at home. Because it kept him happy. Everything is not what it seems. And I stand 10 toes down on the fact that a mom that just found out her child has been essayed, or worse, is not going to get on TikTok to raise awareness before the person has even been prosecuted, before her children have even processed what has happened to them. Y'all can hate me for this. Y'all can say I'm a bad person for this. But keep following this story, because I bet every penny that I have that there's more to this story.
So there's this girl named Isis on social media, and she would always preach to women on them getting a high value man, aka rich, because she never really talked about the character of the man. It was always about, get you a man that could do this for you, get you a man like this, and this is how you meet a rich man, this is how you become a trophy wife, blah blah blah. She wasn't really preaching anything of substance or spreading anything of substance to women. She was just basically telling women how to find someone to basically take care of them while they do much of nothing. But anyways, this woman Isis talks about how, you know, she had a child at 17, and, you know, she had a couple kids and single mom, and she wanted a family. But when I listened to her story, it sounded like she didn't really care to have a family. It just said she cared to have a sponsor, a guy that was rich to help her with her kids. That's what it sounded like to me. But anyways, she ends up meeting this guy. She meets this guy on an online dating site. She marries him in less than a year, some rich man. There was a 20-year age gap. Red flag to me. And then, long story short, I hate to say it, God bless her and her children, but the guy she married, who she really didn't know, who she chose based off of his finances, from what it sounded like, ended up doing some very, very evil things to her and her children. And I can't say those things, but just know it dealt with force, and it dealt with pedophilia. And it made me sad, but at the same time, it made me realize women like her who go for men strictly based off of finances, unfortunately, these type of things happen because you're not really paying attention to his character. You're just paying attention to the life he can provide for you, and you're not bringing God into it. It's more about worldly things, and unfortunately, this is what happens sometimes. I'm not saying this deserved to happen to her, but I'm just saying, when you focus so much on worldly things, unfortunately, you don't see red flags because you're so fixated on the glitter and the glam of things. And I think this is what happened to this young lady. And I pray that she gets the help that she needs, and she realizes that, you know, you need more from a man than just his finances. You need to make sure he's a good guy. Take your time. Don't just rush into something because someone has money. And then, like I said, she's online telling women, oh, this is how you be a trophy wife. This is how you attract. It's a horrible message. You need to teach women how to pay attention to a man's character. How to not sell yourself because a man has money. Like, no, ladies, pay attention to a man's character. Please, get your own money. Have your own thing going. And then when you meet a man, y'all can combine. And that's why I tell women, y'all just be relying on men's finances and walking around doing much of nothing. No, have your stuff going on. Meet you a guy that has his stuff going on. Y'all come together as one. You know, he can take some of that financial load off of you, and y'all build together. All this, I just want to do nothing, and he has to build everything, and I'm just going to sit back and be pretty. Men take advantage of women like that. When you don't want to do much and he's the one providing everything, he feels like he controls you. He feels like you do what he says. And I think that's what happened here. He want whatever he want, it has to be that way. And you better do it. If you don't do it, bad things happen. Because men like that who are older and want younger women, and they, you know, they get them with, oh, I can do this and do that. Those men end up controlling those women and doing bad things. I rarely see it play out different. Most men who target younger women are manipulative, and a lot of times they're controlling, and they know it's easier to control a younger woman. And that's exactly what happened here. He was a sicko. He's an evil man, and I really hope he's in jail right now. And I just believe this is a lesson to her. Do not just bring your kids around random people. Marrying a guy in less than a year and having kids around him and all that, it's just not enough time. You don't know much about this guy. It's just, to me, I don't care what anybody says, it's not enough time. Give yourself some time. Pray about it. Use discernment. I don't think she was using discernment. I think she was just thinking, oh my God, he has money. Oh, my kids can be taken care of. I get it. But you have to have discernment. You have to put God first. That's just bottom line, man. God bless her. But this is just a lesson to women, man. Be careful. Stop choosing men strictly off of external things, material things.
Why would you come on the internet and tell the whole world that your children were essayed by their father? That's one of the most traumatic things that can ever happen to a person. And if that person wanted the world to know, it should be that person's choice on how, where, and when they share their story. It is not right for you to take that away from your children. They're not going to be 2 and 4 years old forever. And, I'll empathize and give her the benefit of the doubt that this was just a very difficult situation. And honestly, she's not the only person I've seen do that. There's multiple creators on TikTok who have done that. And it's very harmful to the victim. Now, she may be traumatized, but sometimes I feel like people use TikTok as a diary or a therapist, or they have this parasocial relationship with their followers where they're seeking that help. Go find a therapist. Confide in your family members, and or write a journal. And then my question also is, or is it because it almost looks like now you're trying to monetize your children's trauma? They're not going to be that age forever. And everybody's going to know. And kids are not nice. Some kids will bring this up in a very horrible way when this person is an adult. Why would you come on the internet and tell the whole world that your children were essayed by their father? That's one of the most traumatic things that can ever happen to a person. And if that person wanted the world to know, it should be that person's choice on how, where, and when they share their story. It is not right for you to take that away from your children. They're not going to be 2 and 4 years old forever. And, I'll empathize and give her the benefit of the doubt that this was just a very difficult situation. And honestly, she's not the only person I've seen do that. There's multiple creators on TikTok who have done that. And it's very harmful to the victim. Now, she may be traumatized, but sometimes I feel like people use TikTok as a diary or a therapist, or they have this parasocial relationship with their followers where they're seeking that help. Go find a therapist. Confide in your family members, and or write a journal. And then my question also is, or is it because it almost looks like now you're trying to monetize your children's trauma? They're not going to be that age forever. And everybody's going to know. And kids are not nice. Some kids will bring this up in a very horrible way when this person is an adult.
Ain't no way I would have married a man after only knowing him a week, while I am a single mom. Now, full transparency, if I had no children and it was just me, okay, it's just me. I'm only responsible for me. I'm the only one that would have to suffer the consequences if it turned out not to be a good option. But when you are charged with the safety of children, and I'm raising boys, but especially if you have girls, you have to be careful. You're not picking a husband just for you. You're picking a husband for you and your children. And it is just my belief, as I am watching this situation with the new trophy wife. As I'm watching this unfold, I'm kind of seeing desperation. I wanted the aesthetic of being a kept wife so bad that maybe I was willing to move too fast and ignore red flags. Because as she's sharing her story and as people are doing deep dives and finding out everything that is happening, this has happened to her children multiple times before she found out. Where is your connection with your babies? Where is your mom intuition to see that your children's energy is different? I don't know because I understand there are some monsters out there that are just great at hiding. But I pray for healing for her children. I pray that man is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I hope that she is able to make sure her children heal and she heals and they move on. But I think it is just a great idea for her to take a step back from that camera for a while. I would private my page so she didn't see any more comments, so she can really focus on healing and moving on. But if your focus is the aesthetic, it's the look, it's the brand, that might be why we're sharing so quick. I hope this is not coming off as judgmental because my heart breaks for her and her children. But as somebody who has been in relationships that unfolded on social media, baby, when those relationships fell apart, y'all didn't know nothing about it until months later. Because I wanted to make sure that everything was all said and done. That everybody's healed. Everybody had opportunity to move on. But some of us are only worried about the clicks, likes, and views. And it's really sad.
I watched a full 14-minute video, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm going to get straight to the point. Even under her video, people are speaking of the next steps, which is prison, and she's not even speaking of that in her video or anything around that. Let's have a serious conversation. There are some people who desire to be wives and loved more than being mothers, not understanding that both can be balanced, period. Both can coexist. Now, I'm not a wife or a mother, but I was raised by women that were wives and mothers. And like I said in my last video, it seems like she is grieving her marriage and her content more than the idea or the fact that her husband touched her two daughters. She literally ended the video with, I don't know what I'm going to rebrand with. Like, we don't care. I don't want to see any baby content. Once you find out that your partner touched your children, they are no longer human. They are no longer your husband. They are no longer a man, period. So why are you still calling him your husband? And then on top of that, I went down a really dark rabbit hole that I wish I did not go down. I seen a lot of people under my comments saying that she knew what was going on. And I really prayed and hoped that she didn't. I seen the clips and the videos of her lives. I never followed her. I never watched her. And you can hear baby girl screaming ouch multiple times. And she's saying some other things as well. And the fact that you can hear her through the screen lets you know how loud it is. And it also lets you know that she can also hear her husband as well. Now, there are people who has really good ears that can hear exactly what he's saying. But for me personally, I can only listen to or play a video so many times before I tick. And allegedly in the comments they are saying that he's saying like move your hand or something. Let me tell you something. When children are playing or whatever is happening, they will let you know exactly what's happening. If they can process what's happening to them, they will say, oh, don't hit me, don't touch me, I don't like that, you know, regardless of age. The fact that she is saying ouch means that she can't really process what's happening to her, what's being done to her, and she's signaling out for help. And the fact that she told her audience to ignore what was happening multiple times, she's literally telling them, I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on. Of course they can, just like you can. And you did not get up to go see what that ouch meant. Every mother online in person that I've ever met and seen make sure that their child is okay. It don't matter if they got a paper cut. Why are you saying ouch? What's going on? Children tell you exactly what happened. Mommy, I hurt myself. I burned myself. I cut myself. They hit me. She's saying ouch. Anyways, I don't trust her in any process beyond this point. As far as the streets, let's remember his image, his face, make sure he don't do it to anybody else, because his 50 years or however many years he lived, I'm pretty sure this is not his first time. He done did it to 2 children. Okay, let's let's keep up with this information. Let's keep up with the situation. Make sure he don't do it to anybody else. That's all I gotta say about this. And one more thing, this is not victim blaming. The victims are the children. Yes, she said that she is a victim of RAPE and child SA and so on and so forth. But the fact that we are here now, it's the children that we need to vouch for. They can't speak for themselves. Since you did not bring up prison or anything around that, and you put it out there, it is what it is. Like, we're going to make sure that everything is handled the way that it needs to be handled. I don't want to see no baby content past this point. If I don't hear no updates, I'm going to lose it.
Trophy wife's husband's niece did a video saying that trophy wife is lying. A lot of stories are now on social media. So the niece is saying that one of the sons did the act. Now they are in court. A lot of reactions on TikTok, you guys. Some people are saying that trophy wife is aware of this whole situation, but because she wanted to still remain in the marriage because she married a rich husband, she did not want to like expose the man or something. A lot of stories, you guys. This is so weird. Now, some women are saying that this is one of the reasons why they do not want to marry. Now, some women in the comments, because I have been reading comments, some women said in the comments, oh, this is why anytime I hear my daughter crying, I'll just, quickly run upstairs, to find out why she's crying, especially, you know, e- especially when she's with the father. This is weird. I do not want to find myself in a situation where I will be suspecting my husband with my daughter. This is so insane. What is going on? Please, please, ladies, before you say yes to that man, know him very well. Please, for the sake of your kids, some people are demons. Some people, I don't know, this is so weird. I do not even want to think about this. I saw the way this story is trending. I decided to bring these videos here so we all can. I know some of you must have heard this story. Yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm freaking out. And again, I came across a video, someone reacting to this situation, and she said, oh, this is why I do not like it when women say, oh, they allow their husband to bathe their daughter. Please, no, no. Guys, I just want to know your thoughts about this whole situation. What do you have to say? This is crazy. Please be sure of whoever. I'm gonna stop here because I think I'm freaking out. Okay, please bear with me. Anyways, you let me know your take in the comment, what you have to say, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see you all in my next one. Y'all stay blessed. Bye.